collaboration. From here, one customer lead me to another customer, and we became friends. I would like to bring on stage Nancy Swarson of TeachinAid. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very happy to see all of us here, and I'm very honored to share a story. I'm sure that by now, all of us have heard all the wonderful stories from all the big schools. When one person came to ask about the cost of the app, I smiled because we are a very small school. We started just 3 years ago. The school is called TeachinAid School at Ashalibotre, Little Roses, a very, very small school. We started 3 years ago. And our aim was to help children acquire skills for life. And when you start a school with a raw passion, sometimes you go in not thinking about all the things that you need to run an effective administration. So we went in and we realized that it was going to take a lot of money to get a simple school management system. We tried one and it added to our problems. It was just housed on one computer. And when you had to work, you had to go there. When teachers had to work, they had to queue to use it. So it had become useless, and we had spent money on it. So when a friend, the one Jeff spoke about, told me about the app, I wasn't even interested because I didn't want to add to my problems. But when I saw it on a mobile phone, I was amazed because I knew I could work from home. And that is one thing that most school owners would want to have. Something mobile that you can carry around. And one thing is the cost. It is not expensive at all. Take it from me. Because we haven't run for a long time. So we don't have all the resources to run that effective administration. But trust me, since we started using it, we've seen that we can also run as a small school and also make impact because it offers us a lot of opportunities. The first one is that we can run without paper. One thing that we all know is that when you're running a school, you have to spend a lot on paper and ink. And when TeachinAid started, we had lots of challenges, but we got on to InfoView. And we know that now all our challenges have been solved. Here we are now as TeachinAid. We're able to communicate very effectively with parents. Because when you send messages, parents are able to get it via their text messages in their inboxes. So it goes into their emails or in the Gbook. And in the cost aspect, we actually bill it to parents. Because parents also get to download the app. That's a Gbook. So when you tell them to take the cost, they're ready to take it because they also get to own it. So you can run smart by going digital and telling the parent to help you pay. The other thing that we also use it for is for billing. One thing that our dear friend spoke about is sending notifications. There was a time that when we had to send notifications, we had to actually call the people who gave us the app to sell us airtime to be able to send notification anytime we wanted to do that. And that was so laborious. But now we don't have to do that again because the system sends it automatically. The next thing is that we are also able to do our academic reporting on InfoView without using papers. And when we look at TeachinAid, we are looking at TeachinAid getting into a place where we don't have to use paper at all. We're also looking at a time where we don't have to spend a lot of time and money supervising. Because when you walk into your office and you see piles of lesson notes waiting for you, you're already tired before the day starts. But with InfoView, you know that you can be anywhere and still track progress. The next thing is that you're able to also track who is picking up a child without getting into any trouble. So you are sure that whenever a child is picked up, the child is being picked up by an authorized person. And when we look at the future, We're saying that banks, big multinational, everybody is going digital because it's cheaper, it's faster and effective. So if you have a very small school like ours, where you don't have a lot of money, the only way to go is to go digital. So today I stand here as a customer and a friend to Jeff, and I'm telling you all that everybody can use InfoView. It is not expensive. Thank you.